Welcome to Blissful Garden, where weak plants can be revived with just a few days of proper care. With just one simple but extremely effective method, you will see green leaves return, strong roots grow, and bright flowers bloom in your living space. As you can see, my orchid is in a pretty tattered state. The leaves are wilted, limp, and shriveled. You can tell the plant is seriously weakened, even at risk of dying. But don't throw it away. Plants like this, if you are persistent and take good care of them, can still be saved completely. With just a little love and care, the orchid will turn green again, grow roots, and bloom all year round. Now, I will check the orchid's growing medium, that is, the environment where the roots are attached. Usually, orchids in this condition are due to the growing medium being waterlogged, causing the roots to rot and mold to grow strongly, preventing the plant from absorbing nutrients. Now I will carefully check the growing medium to see what the specific cause is. In the next part, we will use a small trowel to gently dig out the plant's growing medium to check the condition underneath. When digging out, we will gently remove the entire old growing medium, and we can see that this part of the soil has rotted quite a lot. The reason is that the fungus has developed over time, combined with the waterlogging after the rains, causing the orchid roots to rot, completely losing the ability to absorb nutrients. In addition, small insects may appear inside the growing medium. This is also a factor that gradually weakens the plant. Therefore, we need to remove all the old growing medium, because it is infected with fungus and is no longer safe for the plant. After completely removing the damaged growing medium, we will prepare to replace it with a clean, airy, and better draining growing medium, helping the orchid to recover quickly and grow healthily again. In the next part, we will use scissors to prune the damaged leaves and roots. First, the rotten, yellowed, or soft leaves need to be completely removed, because if left, they will be a source of mold and bacteria, making it difficult for the orchid to recover and grow poorly. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe button to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you along on this journey. Next, we'll check the entire root system. Any root tips that are damaged, soft, or turn brown or dark pink should be boldly removed to stimulate new, stronger roots to grow. After completing the pruning of damaged leaves and roots, we will clean the base and the entire plant, helping the orchid to be airy, ready for the next step of disinfection and recovery. In the next part, we will clean the entire orchid with clean water to completely remove any remaining harmful agents. Use a clean water hose to gently spray the entire plant, especially the base, roots, and leaf crevices, where mold and dirt residue often reside. This helps wash away all fungi, bacteria, and soil, the main causes of waterlogging or root rot. Then, we continue to clean the remaining rotten leaves and roots, gently picking off damaged, black, or moldy parts, helping the plant to be airy and completely clean before disinfecting. What country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment to let me know. It's great that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. Finally, rinse the entire orchid again with clean water, ensuring the plant is pure, ready for recovery and replanting in a new substrate. Thus, we have completed the step of cleaning the orchid thoroughly and safely. For the next part, we'll use a fresh, ripe lemon, a fruit with very strong natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, and at the same time help stimulate the recovery and development of orchid roots. First, cut the lemon in half and use one half for the next process. This lemon will help clean the root surface, inhibit fungal diseases, and at the same time increase the ability to absorb nutrients, helping the orchid to recover quickly and take root more healthily. For the next part, we will prepare a clean basin, then squeeze the juice from half a lemon that was prepared earlier. Squeeze the lemon juice thoroughly to make the most of the natural acid in the lemon. This is the ingredient that helps disinfect and prevent fungus effectively for orchids. Next, add about 3 liters of clean water to the basin, then stir well to dissolve the lemon juice completely. This mixture will create a diluted lemon solution with a mild antiseptic effect, helping to clean the roots, leaves, and growing medium of the orchid before proceeding with the next steps. In the next step, we will soak the entire orchid in the mixed lemon juice solution. Make sure that the entire root and base of the plant are completely submerged in the solution, so that the solution can penetrate evenly and maximize the antibacterial and antifungal effects. The ideal soaking time is about 30 minutes. In the next step, we will use a very good natural ingredient for orchids: fresh coconut water. We will take the coconut water inside to use. Coconut water contains many valuable nutrients such as vitamin C, E, B group and trace minerals, helping to stimulate strong root growth, shiny green leaves and faster recovery of the plant. Next, we'll take about 50 milliliters of fresh coconut water. This is enough to provide nutrients for the orchid, without causing excess. Then, prepare a clean jar, then pour this coconut water into the jar. Next, we will add about 500 milliliters of clean water, equivalent to half a liter of water. Then stir the solution well so that the coconut water dissolves completely in the water, helping the nutrients to be evenly dispersed. After about 15 minutes, when the mixture is stabilized, we can use it. Next, after soaking the orchid in lemon juice solution for about 30 minutes, the plant has absorbed enough nutrients and antibacterial and antifungal active ingredients into the roots and base. This step helps to completely remove any remaining pathogens while stimulating the plant's natural recovery ability. Then, gently lift the orchid out, drain the water, and place it in a clean jar to prepare for the next care step. In the next step, our coconut water after stirring has completely dissolved, becoming a nutrient-rich liquid solution. Now we will pour this coconut water into the cup containing the orchid. We will immerse the entire orchid in it. This way the roots will absorb nutrients more easily. We will soak the plant for about 25 minutes so that the coconut water penetrates deep into each orchid root, helping the plant recover quickly, stimulate stronger and healthier roots. In the next pot, we will prepare the orchid growing medium. First, we will use 50% clean black construction sand, carefully screened to remove impurities. Next, combine it with 50% shredded and cleaned coconut fiber to remove astringent substances. Then, we pour the sand in first, then add the coconut fiber on top. Use a shovel or hand to mix the mixture until it is loose and uniform. When the two ingredients are well mixed, the growing medium will have high ventilation, retain moisture well while still avoiding mold and root rot. Thus, we have completed an ideal growing medium mixture for orchids, helping orchid roots grow strong and healthy for a long time. So, after mixing the substrate, we proceed to check the porosity of the mixture. We take a handful of substrate, squeeze it lightly and then let go. If the substrate is loose, evenly spread, and not clumped, then it meets the requirements. That shows that the growing medium is airy enough, retains moderate moisture and does not cause root suffocation or mold. After soaking for about 20 to 30 minutes, the orchid roots will penetrate the epidermis, absorb the vitamins and minerals in the coconut water, helping the plant to quickly recover its vitality and stimulate new roots. We gently lift the plant out and prepare to plant it in a specialized pot for orchids. This type of pot has good drainage and ventilation, very suitable for healthy orchid growth. Next, we put the prepared substrate into about 1/3 of the pot. Then place the orchid in the middle, aligning it so that the roots are evenly spread. Then, cover the surrounding substrate, just enough to hold the base of the plant. When planting, we press down gently to stabilize the substrate, helping the plant stand firmly while still ensuring looseness. So we have completed planting a healthy and technically correct orchid pot. Thus, we will use the remaining nutrient solution to water the orchid, helping the plant recover quickly and grow healthier. First, we pour the solution into a spray bottle, then lightly spray it on the entire stem and leaves of the orchid. This helps the nutrients penetrate directly through the leaf surface, supplementing trace elements and increasing the plant's resistance. For optimal results, this process should be performed periodically every 2 weeks, spraying, ensuring the plant is always fully nourished and maintains the best growth state. After completing the planting, the next step is to water the orchid. Water evenly around the growing medium, so that water and nutrients penetrate deep into the roots, helping the roots absorb nutrients better and promote growth. The growing medium we use here is very porous and airy, so the plant will not be waterlogged, helping the roots grow healthy and avoid fungal diseases. After watering, place the orchid pot in a shady, airy area where there is light sunlight in the morning or late afternoon. This helps the plant to easily adapt to the new environment, increase the ability to photosynthesize and recover quickly after planting. So, after 3 weeks of meticulous and technical care, we have begun to see very clear signs of revival from the orchid. In particular, the plant has begun to sprout healthy new shoots, proving that the root system has stabilized and absorbed nutrients well. 2 new shoots have grown strongly, showing that the plant is in an active growth phase. The red, rolled-up leaves are clear signs that the orchid is recovering and growing strongly. Thanks to regular, dedicated, and proper care, our orchid has revived spectacularly, not only growing new leaves but also preparing to enter a strong growth phase. The leaves have gradually turned green again, plump and full of vitality. In the next step, we will add natural organic fertilizer, helping the plant continue to grow, branch, and soon flower again. In the next pot, we will make a natural fertilizer to help orchids grow strongly and root quickly. First, prepare a clean cup, then pour in 500 milliliters of clean water. This is enough water to dissolve the nutrients. Next, our main ingredient is rice. Rice contains vitamin B, potassium, and phosphorus, important ingredients that help stimulate root growth, thicken strong leaves, and increase the resistance of orchids. Then, add 3 tablespoons of rice to the water. Stir well so that the essence in the rice is completely dissolved in the water. This mixture will create a gentle but extremely effective nutrient solution for orchids. With this simple method, you will have a natural, safe fertilizer that helps orchids grow sustainably. When the mixture is homogeneous, we filter out the residue, keeping only the clear water, This is the precious rice essence that we will use to water the orchid, helping the roots to be strong, the leaves to be shiny, and the plant to grow sustainably. When the water has been filtered, we stir gently again to evenly distribute the nutrients. At this point, the solution is ready to care for the orchid. Next, we will proceed to take care of the orchid pots. First, we use the prepared solution to water directly on the orchid roots, helping to provide moisture and necessary nutrients for the roots. When the roots absorb well, the plant will grow healthily, sprout quickly, and the leaves will be greener every day. Proper and regular watering will help the orchid increase its resistance, recover quickly, and grow sustainably throughout the growing season. This helps the plant absorb nutrients better, thereby causing new shoots to sprout quickly, roots to grow strongly, and leaves to be greener. In the next step, we will put the prepared rice nutrient water into the spray bottle. Rice water contains many natural nutrients such as B vitamins, minerals, and rice oil, which are very good for orchid growth. Then spray evenly on all leaves, stems, and young buds of the orchid. These are the places that absorb nutrients the fastest. Spraying regularly like this will help the orchid stem stay healthy, the leaves are shiny, the young buds grow strongly, and especially stimulate the plant to grow evenly and last longer. A thin layer of nutrient mist every week will help your orchid garden stay green and healthy all year round. In the next step, after soaking the orchid pot for about 20 minutes, we will gently lift the plant out and place it in a shady, airy garden area. This stage is very important. Orchids need light, diffuse light, for good photosynthesis, but avoid direct sunlight as it can burn the leaves or damage the young shoots. During the care process, we maintain a regular nutrient supplementation regimen every 2 weeks, alternating between nutrients so that the plant can absorb more diversely. On normal days, if the growing medium starts to dry, we water lightly or spray mist on the leaves to help maintain stable humidity. With a loose and airy growing medium, the orchid roots will develop healthily, absorb nutrients better, thereby helping the plant grow strongly, continuously produce new roots and shoots. Thus, after 1 month of persistent and technical care, our orchid has recovered and grown very well. Not only that, the seedlings have also begun to sprout. The young roots are growing strongly. This is a clear sign that the orchid has completely revived and is entering a stable growth stage. Many plants have begun to produce seedlings. The red buds have opened, the young leaves are green and lush, showing that the plant is in its best growth stage. The young shoots grow evenly around the base. The leaves are clean and green, a sign that the root system is working stably, absorbing nutrients very well. With a well-ventilated, environmentally friendly substrate, the plant does not get waterlogged, is not infected with mold, so it grows extremely sustainably. The leaves have turned green again, are much more shiny and fresh, proving that the plant is absorbing nutrients effectively. With dedicated, regular, and technical care, the orchid will certainly continue to grow healthily, produce many new shoots, and soon bring green orchid pots, blooming brightly in our garden. I hope this video will help you take better care of your orchids at home if you find it useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on upcoming simple and natural orchid care tips.